And yeah, this is a replay that we got just a while ago. And as you can see, no MMs for both sides, 2 assassins for both sides, and 1 mage for both sides. The difference is that we have a tank and a fighter, and the enemy got 2 fighters. And of course, we will be centering around the gameplay of myself as Gord. So because this is a fairly hard game, even though 3 of the opponents are below average, to say the least. Only their Hellcurt and Aldous are somewhat decent in this matchup, and the Gushen, the Cho, and the Lunox, they didn't perform up to par at all. Now, I wanted to highlight this because even though they're not performing that well in the enemy side, you know, all 5 of these opponents that we got as a Gord, they can just go in on you. They can just go in on you and you will just die. So in this matchup, this is a classic, so I don't know what to expect. And my default spell is a sprint. So sprint can be useful in a lot of times. If you see a Hellcurt trying to sprint at you, you can go away. Just run away. If you have an inkling that the Lunox is going for you, you can also just sprint away before the Lunox can. And look at this. This will be the first blood. This will be the first blood. And Grock is taking substantial damage there, but not enough to say that I'm not gonna dive anymore. Okay, 2 of them are here, just trying to bait them into going back here where the Fanny can just one-shot both of them, right? 2 of them got one shot. And yeah, 2-0 victory. And as a Gord, you have to rely on your teammates many times to be your front. Because if you get gone on, almost always you got no saves on you. Your only save is your first skill, which is a stun, and the stun does not last that long. His first skill does not last that long. Maybe what, 1 second? It's not that long. So essentially, if Gushen is able to dagger you, you can just get blown up. Okay, there's no amount of if you get silenced by the Hellcurt, you can't sprint out, you can't spell, you get hit by three attacks, 1, 2, 3, bam. With the second skill, you get what? Either instant bursted or dead, right? Lunox, if you don't have your spell ready, if your stun didn't hit her, or you try to hit her but it missed, you die with the ultimate of the Lunox. And same with Cho. Cho can just insta-kill combination you, right? With his ultimate. And that's what I'm trying to prevent here. And Grock with the amazing ultimate to the execute was able to get the kill on the Aldous, and there also able to get the kill on the Cho. So yeah, what we got going for us this game is that our tank OG Flacco on this Grock, another fellow Omlet streamer, is very good in his zoning tactics. He is a bully Grock. He is just a zoning tactic. The weakness of Grock as a form of babysitter for Gord is that if Gord gets gone on, there's only the ultimate that he can rely on, right? There's only the ultimate, and maybe Grock might be forced to use it, even though Grock knew that Gord is gonna get gone upon. He knew that the Cho was coming here. He just instantly used his ultimate. He knew that the Gord is gonna die there if he doesn't do that because of the Cho. And yeah, like that, just like that. So now that's the inherent disadvantage of this lineup in the blue squad versus the red squad, is that, yeah, the troll could be scaling for both teams, but to say the least, both trolls in the teams are below average in their performance. And our team also is, our team's fan is also just practicing, so it's just me and the Grock and the Saber doing anything in this lineup. And you will see in this in the late game that only 3 people are able to do somewhat of anything. Fanny is just invading a jungle, so that's good. And this is what I'm thinking as a Gord. My thinking is that, oh, earlier I was solo, right? I was solo, so I'm forced to spam out all of my skills, and that's why I took the demon boots. And I usually go for the cooldown reduction boots, the red type boots, just to spam my skills. But in this scenario where I'm forced to just spam my skills, I went for the demon shoes. And just for the additional burst, I'm thinking the enemies are fairly squishy. Only 2 people are fighters. Others can just die with a stun to my ultimate. So that makes them pretty susceptible to any type of burst damage, especially to my ultimate. So lightning truncheon it is. And yeah, look at that, nicely done by the Saber, forcing the troll to react to him and making him unable to react in turn to my ultimate there, and both him and Lunox get wiped there. Helkert did a nice job, but looks like he doesn't have enough damage item there. And now, the way that Aldous gone on our Saber, it could easily have been me. So at this point I'm thinking, oh shoot, I need more sustainability. And this is where I look, I'm forced to save myself with that stun. Okay, this time I can no longer save myself this time. So earlier you see that I can't rely on my teammates to save me. Not in this lineup that there's so many CC in the enemy lineup and so many ways to close the distance, right? We don't really have that kind of control. I mean, sure, you can say that Grock has an ultimate that can control, Saber can control, but that's a single target. That's a single target. And if Aldous is the one he's gone on, he's just gonna die afterwards because of the immunity, the second skill of Aldous. And yeah, what I haven't mentioned so far in this game is that looks like the game is in our favor, right? It's 15-5 kill score in 8 minutes in. So we've got the advantage, gold advantage, 3,000 gold advantage. We got the push advantage, one tower push advantage. And the problem with this is that late game we have a tank, but they got 2 fighters that can scale, right? They've got an Aldous and a Cho. So the problem with that, of course, is our team does not have scaling heroes. If you would compare our assassins, we've got a Saber compared to a Helkert. And late game, it's gonna be the Helkert that scales much better than the Saber, right? Because Saber is a one-trick pony. You use your ultimate, you're done. We are not gonna rely on the basic attack of. We're not gonna rely on the basic attack of the Saber, right? And there it is again. Nicely done by the Saber. And just like that, like I said, one trick pony. So, and look, I'm being gone on here. I use my sprint, juke, and he knows that he's gonna die if he doesn't do anything. So, if he gets gone on me, and my team so far has been on point in protecting me. Either it's the Saber, either it's the Grock, right? Even the Cho sometimes. Our Cho is, I don't know what he's doing. But 10 minutes in, it is now palpable that the enemy is also able to split push. This is now mid-game. This is now the mid-game. And I wanted to chase the Aldous that's here. And we could have killed him if somebody else was able to follow up. I got the right read that he's hiding there. And yeah, I wouldn't be able to kill him one-on-one even if I chased, so I just stopped. And even though the damage is not there, they just keep on going in the middle. Look at what Helkar's gonna do here. Well, Helkar isn't doing that well because he went on the Grock instead of the Saber. It's better if you go on the Saber, right? But instead, it's 5 versus 3. Yeah, 5 versus 3. And 2 people die for nothing because they stayed far too long in the middle lane without their damage dealer, who's myself, right? And that happens. That happens. Now, as you can see, at this point in the game, Aldous is feeling himself. He's got a 3-2-1 kill score. And he wanted to go on me. If only there wasn't a Grock and a tower between me and him, he would have gone on me. And at this point, I'm like I said, I'm going full sustainability. So I also, after getting the concentrated energy, I also went for a Clock of Destiny. And look at this. I had to time it right or I'm just gonna die, right? I'm just gonna die there. But Lunox could also have timed it better. Look at this. Anticipated where the Lunox was gonna be. And instead of me dying, it's them dying. So that's pretty good, right? And again, Aldous is just going on people because he can. Because he can. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And at this point, 12 minutes in, you would say, what? We've already finished off. And look at this. This is a crucial mistake by the Saber. He didn't walk in the bush, right? So me and Grock have no idea about the hurt that's gonna come upon us, and that makes me die. And of course, Grock nearly dies as well. He survived. He was able to ultimate out. And that's the problem. You have to face check, right? You have to face check the bushes. I mean, if you're just gonna go there, it's just a little to your side. Just go there, right? Just check it out and check out the bush, especially if your teammates are there, because it is additional information. Imagine if Helkart was able to check that. I mean, if Saber was able to check that, then at that point, we would have been able to back away safely, right? Because we know that they'll be there. Lunox is just gonna get gone on. I'm betting that she's gonna die here. Get kicks and ultimate, and yeah, like I said, the others are not really doing very well. The 3 others on the red team, namely the Cho, oh, look at this. He's gonna go on me. I almost died. Imagine if I didn't have, I would have survived here if Gushan was not able to cancel my ultimate. I mean my recall. I would have survived that. If Aldous is the only one who was there, I would have survived that. I had no choice there but to recall out anyways, because the creeps are coming. The creeps will be coming, and if I stay any longer, the movement speed by the second skill of Aldous would have caught up to me. I had no choice there. Yeah, so at this point, again, 15 minutes in, you could say that it's very much in the mid game right now. We still have the advantage of the gold and kill advantage, and even the tower advantage, but at this point, Aldous and Helkert are much stronger than our our assassins. The Gushen and the Helkert on the opponent's side have 7,000 and 10,000. That's 17,500 combined gold, while our assassins have 7,000 and 8,000. That's 15,000 gold, and that's a 2,000 gold difference, even with all the kill advantage in the world, right? That's a 10 kill advantage, and they still got the lead against us. And this is just, even the Hellcard is not yet doing that well, and even the Gushen is not doing that well. See, I had to save myself there, and I know that they're just gonna go on me. Look at this, Winter Truncheon. He smacks me one time. I would have died another time. You know he's gonna hit me another time if I didn't Winter Truncheon there. And yeah, that's my thinking, is that, oh shit, imagine if I didn't have those two sustainability items in the bottom lane. I wouldn't even had the chance to recall. I could have survived there. It's just that there was another person who followed up in Gushen, and if I didn't have both the concentrated energy in the Cloud of Destiny, for sure I would have died already to the Aldous. In this scenario, if I didn't have the Winter Truncheon, I would have died easily to the Aldous. And yeah, even our Grock is dying right now to both an Aldous and Hellcurt combination. The physical damage of those two is pretty high, and at this point you could say right now it's the point that the enemy has taken over in the lead, especially in the gold lead. As you can see, it's very minuscule right now, but it's still a 1,000 gold lead. Aldous is going on the Saber, and everybody's trying to get the Lord because he's so low, and this happens. And I no longer have my sprint here, so I'm just dead. I mean, nice try. I would have killed off the Hellcurt if he didn't silence me with my second skill, but yeah, I died there. And look at this. Oh my god, our Cho is just so bad. Our Cho is so bad. And he redeemed himself in the end, by the way. But at this point, he's not really doing anything good. Like I said, top 3 net worth is me, Saber, and Grock. Our Fanny is just practicing, not much kill participation. 10 kill participation, while me and I already got 20 out of what, 29. And if you would remember earlier, at what, 10 minutes in, we already destroyed the middle lane turret of the opponents. And right now, 18 minutes in, what a turnaround, right? What a turnaround. It's now 3 inhibitor turret, our last inhibitor turrets down. We no longer have an inhibitor turret at 19 minutes. This is the state of the game if you let your opponent take their time to get to their strengths early on. Yeah, Aldous and Hellcurt were so bad. It's not really their timing. And look at this. Look at this. Again, I would have died if I didn't have Winter Truncheon there because of the additional damage from his second skill. It was perfect timing. I don't know how many times I saved myself in this. I mean, yeah, I died 4 times, but you could say that I have the least deaths compared to my teammates. I mean, yeah, the Grock has one that, but that's a Grock. Who wants to go on him? And he knows how to take care of himself as well. That's pretty good. I mean, you don't really want a tank that just right. That just look at this. Aldous wants to go on me, and then I say, oh, now I use my sprint. Now I use my sprint, and with this, I save my ass, right? And my teammates, they know that I'm being gone on, and they didn't think that I had my sprint. I used my sprint mid-flight when Aldous already committed to attacking me. And that's when they say, oh, Aldous is going in, Aldous is going in. Okay, then I go to my sprint. And yeah, dead. Again, dead. Double kill. Again, look at this. Just the three of us doing anything in here. Saber with the crowd control and additional crowd control by the Grock led to that kill. Now the problem is, look at this. 3 people dead, all of us are alive, and this two people gone to the top lane. You don't need to D-push, right? You don't need to D-push. You only need one person to D-push, and that is preferably the Fanny, because yeah, both the Cho and the Saber could D-push. Any one of them could D-push, but if Hellcurt or Aldous goes on them, they won't have enough mobility to survive the damage. Only maybe the Cho, maybe if he's lucky enough to get his immunity on, and Fanny if she's able to survive. At this point, Fanny, she's got Athena shield. She's pretty tanky. I don't think the Hellcurt can kill off the Fanny in one combination, or even the Aldous. So at this point, look at this. Look at this. I had to save myself there again, because Aldous, he just goes on me, and look at this. He's going on me, and imagine if these guys just stuck with me, I wouldn't be in that position that I have to save myself over and over again, right? The Aldous wouldn't have the balls to go on me, right? Because he knows, oh, if I go on him, the Cho is just gonna ultimate me, and I'm just not gonna be able to use my skills, right? Saber is just gonna ultimate me, and I'm not gonna be able to get my skills off, right? But no, they went split pushing when we have the numbers advantage, and dead. That's pretty coincidental that we could do the Lord there, because they were doing the Lord for whatever reason, the red team, and we were able to get the Lord here. And we could have lost here, by the way. We took the Lord, sure, but we could have lost here because nobody was defending, and timely kill by the Fanny. Imagine that. One more hit from the Hellcurt, and 1 or 2 hits by the Hellcurt, and they could have won already. Just because nobody was defending, right? Nobody was defending, and we're just sticking forever, doing whatever stuff. And I couldn't follow up on the Aldous because the Lunox was there. Could have been an easy kill against the Aldous, but it's gonna be the Lunox trade-off instead. And another Lord, the second Lord of the game, will be taken down by the red squad here. And as you can see, again, 5-3 advantage. This is the second 5-3 advantage with the Lord on our side. And my teammates, where are they? Where are they? The Fanny, she's not doing anything. Hellcurt, he's just gonna go on me. I will die here. Just because my teammates are nowhere to be found. Look. No need to D-push, guys. And that is not a lack of communication. That's just bad decision making from my teammates not to go with me. And I remember that I was saying, gather. right? Gather. Oof. Now they go. Now they go one by one, right? And as you can see, no Gord, you will all die. No Gord, you will all die. Right? No Gord, you just die. Not to say that I'm being, not to say that I'm the be all and all here, but look at how the fight turned around. If your damage deal against the enemy lineup, that is so anti-melee. I mean, if you all just clump together, the Gushin is just going to pummel your whole team with a lot of damage with his second skill and his third skill for 20 daggers. The Aldous is just going to punch all of you in the face one by one, and it's not even funny. Lunoth can just sustain herself so much. If you're unlucky, the Cho first skill, if he lands, he can land on all 5 of you, and all 5 of you are just dead. And only me as the Gord can counter that, right? So I'm the damage from the backline. I'm the crowd control from the backline. And if that happens, I died earlier, and they went in on every one of my teammates, and they die. Only the Fanny was able to survive there, right? Only the Fanny was able to survive there, like I said, because of those cables. And right now, I've already removed my jungle item just to get the additional Twilight armor, the sustain. And this will come in very clutch later. I will show you how the Twilight armor could be so good. And the Lunoth does not even have enough damage to survive that. And look at this. Aldous is just gonna go on me, right? He's just gonna go on me. Both the Aldous and look at that. 900 damage in the first hit, right? Did you see that? 900 damage in the first hit. It's like a tickle. It's like a tickle. And the problem is that all 3 of them went to deep push when they should be sticking with me. When they should be sticking with me. Imagine. Cho, what were you doing? You have full life. You should just leave the deep push to Fanny. Right? I am the damage dealer. I am the crowd control. Maybe I could just say I'm the be all and all, because the way we won this is through me. Nothing else. And this is not a joke. I mean, yeah, the Grock has got 15 kills and 10 assists. The Grock was very good, but the Grock can do nothing against those types of physical damage, right? He needs the damage from other sources. And just look at this. Fanny, so many cables missed. And Hellcurt is just using his ultimate just for the heck of it. Just for the heck of it. The Gushin was trying his best not to die, and this will be the clinching battle, because Gushin, he was able to survive that long, right? And they were able to take down the Cho, take down the Fanny, and now the 3 of us are there. Again, what? 3-man stun, right? 3-man stun into my laser, and again another stun. I saw the Lunox coming from a mile away, and there it is. Alright, be all and all. That's what happens when you don't go on the damage dealer. That's what happens when you protect your damage dealer, right? Even at the end there, when I was using my laser, I could have been gone on by either the Cho or the Gushin or the Aldous. I could have been gone on by any one of them, even though they're so low in life, and I would have died. I would have died. But because I was able to sustain myself so long, because I was able to protect myself, I was able to stay behind my teammates, get good positioning of where the enemy is gonna be, predict where they're gonna be, get those stuns on, the damage on, and they all melt. it's an instant GG after that. They know. They just know. 4 people dead. That's the only way this lineup in the blue squad could push. Against 1 person? Yeah, that's the only way. Because otherwise, if the red squad, they just keep on going at me and make sure I die before they push, I don't think we would have won. I really don't think we would have won. And all thanks to my itemization here. You could say that, yeah, not much damage, but lightning truncheon, the lightning truncheon and the cloud of destiny is so clutch here. Imagine I got the most damage out of both teams here. And 11 kills, 21 assists, most kill participation in both sides of the team. Yeah, that's how you should move as the damage dealer, and that's how you should protect your damage dealer. GG.